Yo, live and direct. It's the Fly DX, the hip hop bionic man, you know what I'm saying? Right about now, got my man Kevin Fitzgerald, you know what I'm saying? Straight put together this ill film that I actually just got done watching called FreeStyle, you know what I'm saying? You can say hi to the people that's
Hello.
watching.
Hi.
Alright, actually let's actually start with your background. Actually, even before even getting into the whole film, it's obvious from watching the film that you're well knowledgeable of hip hop. You know, give us some, knowledge in terms of your background, where you come from, how you got into the whole hip hop thing.
Okay. I started basically as a DJ like when I was real young, and I had a radio show on a public radio station in Los Angeles for a second, and just went to open mics. The Good Life Project Blowed. Grew up around around a lot of MCs, and I just basically absorbed. It's like a lot of people growing up in hip hop, and I was fortunate to be. Cut Chemist was a classmate of mine in high school from Jurassic 5 and Ozo Motley. I used to play in bands with a lot of people, and so I had access to a lot of the artists in the film that way as well, and just was always interested in like learning about the history and studying the culture of like where hip hop came from, and also studied jazz for a little bit, and played the saxophone for a while, and that's pretty much it.
What actually made you decide? When did it just snap and click to where you were like, okay, I definitely want to do a film about this?
When I was really young, actually, I saw my friends. They were MCs, and I was basically the DJ on our block, and I would like see the rhymes that they were kicking and hearing them, and I'd just be like, we need to record this stuff because some of this stuff was amazing. So at an early age, I started fooling around with little cameras and things, and eventually I went to film school, and once I did that and I started going to Good Life, started writing a script about the Good Life, a lot of the MCs at the Good Life, and then that turned into actually filming the documenting things that I could never remember the scenes, and so just borrowed cameras and just started shooting. And more and more, gradually it became more professional and developed in a whole like actual film itself.
Okay.
Footage, yeah.
What were some of like the learning experiences that certain obstacles or certain things that you may not have been aware of prior to? A lot of people may have the idea to where I want to get involved in film.
Right.
You don't know too much about it, but once you start to get involved and you start to learn things, then it's like whoa.
Yeah.
What type of things do you run into?
As far as like things that surprise me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like all the clearances you got to get, all the releases. Everybody needs to have the signature and needs to you need to get all the music that's in the film needs clearances, and the samples and the publisher and the master use, and there's all these different. It's just. I'm going through it right now, so that's why I'm saying it. But it's a lot of stuff, and like tracking down who owns what and who. It's really so. The way we made the film was kind of like I wanted to make the ultimate hip hop video mixtape and film, but still tell a story.
Okay.
And so I just used footage from everywhere, and didn't care, what, who, what, where, what, and we shot a lot of stuff ourselves, but it's just dealing with that. You got to have get everything in writing, do all contracts with people, just follow. That's a main aspect, It's all, everyone's like, it's cool, we're making a film, it's all about the art, but eventually once the money starts getting involved, people have to get paid, so that's the main aspect of it.
Yeah, exactly. You've been working on this project for 10 years.
Yeah.
And from what it sounds like, you're actually still working on it, and there's companies that are maybe interested in terms of putting it out on a broader scale.
Yeah.
A little bit earlier, you were talking about actually even adding more things. Like at this point, how long is the movie?
We have 3 different cuts. There's a 44-minute cut.
Okay.
There's a hour cut. and then there's a feature length cut, which is about 70-something minutes. It's like between 80 and 70 minutes.
Okay.
And so yeah, 3 cuts, and they always get a little shorter, a little longer, depending on my moods. Like this screening, I just got a laptop, so I was writing down little notes of things that I wanted to tweak on it, because I'm never satisfied. I'm not. To me, again, like I'm come from being a DJ, so I would love to show the film live and be able to mix footage and stuff in the film and stuff.
When you first envisioned the film, how long did you think like it was going to be? Did you kind of set a goal like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make a 45-minute film?
No, I just was like, it was actually a 2-hour film at first.
Okay.
We cut that way down, and I've worked with so many editors. My last editor, Paul Devlin, is an amazing filmmaker, and he helped us shape the story a lot.
Okay.
And I owe a lot to him. He's got a film out now called Power Trip, which is getting a lot of love, and he's just a really good filmmaker. And I've been learning, because you can have your ego and think I know, and I'm the best, and I know that shot has to be there, and after this shot, but you don't always. A lot of the times you don't. No, I mean a lot of the times you do, but just as much of the time someone else.
What was the hardest piece of material to obtain that you didn't shoot yourself, that you were trying to get your hands on?
I'd actually rather not talk about it right now, to tell you the truth. But there's some stuff that's by the BBC that was like, my friend used to work at MTV, and he had access to the library. He'll go unnamed at the moment. So we went down there, and he did a search of hip-hop footage and pulled up all this stuff. And so he got the tapes from the library, and we scheduled a time, and I went down there on the down low, and we just dubbed it all. And then he gave me the sources of what he said. Eventually, if you put this out, if it's not on the underground, you're going to have to clear this stuff. And I'm like, how much would these shot? And he's probably $100 a second. And some of that footage was owned by the BBC. So, we contacted them, and they've told us how much it costs, and it's pretty ridiculous. But it's like, it's culture, it's history, and so. But it's a trip that the BBC owns. Kool Herc's, image of way back in the day. But he doesn't. I don't think he gets any money from that, which is whack. So,
do you think that you're still going to keep some of those more expensive pieces of footage?
Nope. Not the big. No, definitely not. I know that, but we're going to try to do what we can. I mean, work with us, please. BBC, help us out. I mean, everybody. It's like this is it's a low budget film. This is an underground documentary. We had no money. We started in '93. We've been working on it 10 years, and it's like, give us a break, please.
All right. Pleasure talking to you, Kevin.
Respect. Thank you.
Definitely peep the film, FreeStyle. The version I saw may not even be the version that y'all are going to see or whatnot, you know what I mean? But definitely check it out. Definitely hot, on point, real hip-hop, y'all. Peace.